cricket for the first time in 10 years the other day, so my arm is actually just going back into the socket. What I want to talk to you today, I've done lots of 10 minutes and this is insurance broking, so there's some leaflets here and I hope I've got enough to go around. I'm going to try and talk to you today about a couple of items where you could actually look for business for us from small to medium sized enterprises, and also try and clear up a little bit about this data protection stuff that's coming online, okay? Because it's an insurable item and it's not really changed much initially. So just see if you've got enough there, Steve. Initially, because the GDPR is only replacing the Data Protection Act, okay? And a lot of it is very similar, however there's a lot more to it, as Warwick will tell you. And the scary thing is nobody really knows much what's going to happen. Are you going to get fined? And if you do, you know, who's going to pay it and who's going to regard your steps? Just see if you've got Sorry?
Have you got any more?
I'm not sure actually. Might have my share. Yeah. So the basic thing is, you really should know about GDPR by now, okay? Because it is a rule that you've got to adapt and adopt, and if you don't, it's got to tell you you'll be in trouble. Don't get confused with commercial crime. Okay, commercial crime is very similar. We had a case whereby somebody who makes all the dining room furniture for Harrods, okay, and somebody hacked into their website and basically produced an invoice to them for 30,000 quid, which one of the girls in the office promptly paid, okay, but it was false, it was crooked. That's not data GDPR, that's commercial crime. Okay, we paid that claim, okay, because they didn't have data inside, or because would a furniture manufacturer small one really want one? So basically what you're looking at here is I've given you a leaflet that's from Hiscox. Okay, we do a lot of work with Hiscox. They're not the only provider in the business, but the point about Hiscox is they're experts in it. And a lot of what you get on data and cybercrime, as Warwick will tell you, is actually not just the fact that you might get fined by the authorities. I wouldn't worry so much about that because you've got to have your ducks in a row on that side of things. But who helps you getting your business back online or saving your reputation? That's one of the biggest issues. I'm not sure Facebook is really ever going to lose their reputation, but there's a few muck-ups going on in the world today, you know, with everything going on. So it is a lot of that, okay. And if you look on the second page of what I've given you here, there are examples which you may have problems with when it comes down to data protection. And what they do is they have companies in place that are expert in solving your problems with reputational damage, getting your systems up and running, and also for loss of business, because business interruption cover, which is on the bottom right hand side, business interruption is one of the biggest issues, as Carlos would tell you, on a commercial property. If you can't work as a business, your factory isn't working, what are you going to do for your gross income? To pay all your staff, pay your bills, keep everybody going? You're not going to do it. But similarly with this, it's a similar type of scenario that you need protection for that. On the bigger companies, they do media liability, so they will actually look to say, look, we've got this in place. They'll even deal with the regulators for you, okay? And if there are fines imposed by the regulators, okay, they will actually pay those as well, okay? They'll negotiate and try to minimise them, but they will look after those. What you can't insure against is criminal fine, okay? So if you do something that is actually criminal in your business and you get fined, tough. I'll come on to that in a moment. So effectively, these are for you, if you can, to look at yourself, to get an idea, hopefully a bit of reinsurance. It's not going to be as bad as we all think, is it, Warwick?
Sorry?
It's not I'm not quite
answer that.
GDPR.
Sorry.
It's going to go that way as we know, but it's not going to be as bad as we think. You can insure against it. You can use these, though, to speak to companies, and if anybody's saying, oh, Christ, what do I do about GDPR? So, I mean, we get loads of people saying, can you help me? You know, say, well, no, not really, because we haven't got the facilities and time to do it. But put them on to us, because on that we can get a major part of their business as well. Okay. So what I'm then going to go on to do is to talk to you about the second item today, which leads a little bit on from that, which is directors and officers liability. And this is for limited companies and charities and people of that nature. Now, D&O, to put it briefly, there's 3 sections to D&O, and I don't know, who runs a company here, limited company? Hands up. Right, okay, keep your hand up if you run directors and officers. Okay, so not bad, okay, that's better than most, because most people sort of say, I don't even know what it is. So for those who don't have it, this is what it is, okay? So there's 3 sections to it. Directors and officers for the actual liability for the people who run the business. And this is where you've got to be careful. If you are a director in a business, you may not be the owner, the shareholder, etc., but you are responsible for running that company. Okay, you take that liability on. I'll give you a couple of examples in a moment. So what if it goes wrong and the shareholders come on and say, Dan, I trusted you with that, I paid you all this money a year, and actually you didn't insure the building for the right replacement cost, as Mike Brown told you to, okay, it burnt down, even Carlos couldn't help us, so we don't run a business anymore. Okay, so you're going to pay me the £1 million you owe us? Well, the answer is, well, I haven't got £1 million, I'll sue you then, okay? So that protects the directors and officers, okay, for any violence they made. A couple of examples on that. We insure a place down in Devon, which the bloke in charge of the maintenance got 40,000 quid out of Zurich under a building guarantee because the builder didn't do the lintels, grade 2 listed block of flats, didn't do them properly. With the £40,000, he got somebody in to replace them and spent about £34,000 doing it. Not bad. 8 owners, 6 grand in the pocket. No, because one of them, sorry Dan, was an accountant. Don't listen to this, Mark. Okay, so the accountant...
dodgy accountant.
So the accountant worked out that actually, if you've got a decent building to do that job and the cost of materials, it's more like £24,000. So he said to this old boy, who's, bless him, he's in his 70s and just wants a really nice life, said, okay then, what do you do with the other 10 grand? Okay, and he said, well, I didn't do anything with it. He said, well, you've got a nice new patio outside your place. So it all hit the fan in about 15 months. We actually defended him and it went away. Okay, I think he was going to thump the neighbour, should have said. The other one was, which we didn't have, and I may have told you this before, was a bloke on a landscaping company. First day on the job, he got run over and killed by a telehoist. Okay, they hadn't done the health and safety, no risk assessments. They did find a rolled up cigarette, still burning after they sort of ran him over, etc. He was obviously rolling a cigarette and supporting his sapling in a bucket at the same time. The guys on that got fined £50,000. They got 2.5 years criminal conviction sentence, but suspended for 18 months. They didn't go to prison. Really, already, blimey. Anyway, that's that one. So I'm moving quickly on, so I'm rattling on. Directors and officers for corporate, so it covers a company. So if you've got a limited company, you can't get at the directors, they'll go for the company, protects on that. And the biggest one in the world is employment practices liability. Okay, so this is whereby you may have a claim against you for, I mean, joking aside, race, sexual discrimination, all that sort of stuff and nonsense. Okay, it happens. We had a company. She accused them of being racist because one of the other employees had called her, forgive the expression, a Welsh sheepshagger. Okay? To cut a long story short, it went to a tribunal and the judge said to her, "Are you Welsh?"
She's just a sheep.
And she said, "No." He said, "Well, it's not racist then." If he had called you an English sheepshagger, you'd have a case. Or if you were Welsh, and at this stage everybody's in tears, and the tribunal knew that it was false. We defended that, cost 1,500 quid in fees, but she got nothing out of it. So our client sends her a Christmas card every year with a picture of a sheep on it. So I'm sorry if it's a bit quick. If anybody wants any stuff on directors and officers, let me know. We've got some good stuff on it. But the GDPR stuff is probably going to be better to apply. Any questions?
Yes. Cyber and data. So if you want house insurance, and if you haven't got a 5-lever lock, or if you leave the doors open, it's going to affect whether you're insurable or how much you pay. Are there equivalent things on cyber and data?
Yes, there is. If you do not protect your data, for example, that would be covered under the policy.
Right.
Yeah. So in other words, you've got a duty to look after that data, okay? And even the stuff is that, if you look at our office, okay, every day I go in now and say, clear your desk, okay, sorry, you can go home at night. And then, what do? They leave something on their desk that somebody can look through the window on. Okay, sorry, turn it over. That's all we've got to do, is blank sheet. But that's what we've been told, okay? So, yes, indeed. Peter, you had one.
Just very quick one. You mentioned Hiscox, so if we carry out that insurance, is it with you or with Hiscox or with you through Hiscox?
No, we do Hiscox. Hiscox don't want to deal with the public directly. You can.
This is Mike.
You can. They don't. Most of the insurance companies don't want to deal with Joe Public because they have to do exactly what I've just done.
Yes.
Try and give everybody a heads up on it, and then they don't do it anyway. Because they want to go on the internet, now they know about it and try and buy cheaper.
Of course.
Okay, big deal. When it goes wrong, work it out for yourself. Okay. Anybody else? Or? That'll do then, because Carlos wants to go to
Well done, Mike.